Hello. Time for one of James' video diary entries for the day. Today is February 7th, 2026. I had a good day, mostly. And I gotta leave early on. I gotta leave Sunday night about midnight. I got the feeling that the company I'm working for is about to lose a horrifically large contract, probably a large portion of their income, due to managemental incompetence. Yeah, I got a trailer that they're going to want me to do, and I'm going to tell them after I deliver, because that's going to suck for them. That's going to be a suck-ass delivery on the text. How they fucking do me that kind of favor, I'll do them the favor. I don't mean to be a dick. I drive in a way that right now I don't have a home. I live in a truck that's company owned by DHD. So I gotta be really careful about how I move forward. I'm looking for a new job because I think when that contract goes, I don't think we're gonna have a lot of work. And I'm one of the guys on the X. I don't think I'm going to be able to stay in the truck very much longer after that. I don't know how much of this shit I'm going to be able to put in my car. It's cold as fuck. My car's falling apart. I had a couple of nervous breakdown pieces where I just had a little bit of I was really angry. It passed. It was severely vicious. It wasn't suicidal. I do have a strong sense of justice, and I have an easy way of fixing it. The problem is, management isn't going to like it because it's going to suck for management. It's going to put management in the crosshairs where management needs to be if they want to be leaders. At least for my training. I mean, this is a $250 million business, from what I can gather. Headquartered in Reese, and I believe it's a corporate center with a bunch of LLC underlings, like a lot of franchise businesses like this would have to operate in order to make any kind of money the way they're spending it. Their recruitment package is beyond stupid, and honestly, they only tell you whatever the hell they want to hear. They get past the door. Once they can do that, fuck you. If you didn't have the resources to leave to begin with, that's where I'm at. I'm stuck. Now I'm trying to manifest money. I'm trying to be kind. I'm trying to make sure that my gear works well. I am spending money a little bit more freely than I had. I'm learning that I'm having a little trouble with change. But it's not that I'm horrifically hoarding it. And it's not that I don't pick it up, I do. Because I respect money. I don't think it should be disrespected in that way. I got it in an apple juice jar. Well, it's a plastic container because I drink apple juice once a month. A lot of my mentors were Navy. Not all of them, but most of them were. And if you're in the Navy, you can't have orange juice or bananas. Because bananas off gas ethanol, and if your ship explodes in the middle of the ocean, where are you going to go? So they use apple juice instead. So I do that. A lot of my early ideation came from the publicly available information for Delta Force, and Delta is a Tier 1 operation. I find that I might have made the physical. I don't know if I would have made the mental. I wouldn't have made the sleeping where I would talk in my sleep. I wouldn't be able to be that kind of operator because they would probably access my brain that way. I had an interesting conversation. Well, I'm going to start a conversation with Carry Transport. They're I don't know if that's going to go anywhere. Most of these, they never do. Most of the HR people I talk to are, it's only going to be my way and fuck you. A lot of the office people here are that way. It's one of the reasons they're sinking. It's one of the reasons they're they have to have active shooter. You piss someone off where prison is not a deterrent. I have nothing to lose. Prison is a gain for me. This is an XP farm. I don't have to have a gun. There are guns already on site. Most people think they're safe with the gun. They don't know how to use it. I know how to use it. That's why I'm not around them. I was afraid of killing my own people because they pissed me off in a way that I literally had. That was the option that I could own, the only one I could use. That's why I walked away from my mother and father. You can't abuse me to the point where, oh, I'm so sorry. No. I'm so sorry 3,479 times in 2 months. That's a lifestyle choice. That's not contrition. I've had to deal with this at McDonald's when I worked there in Roscommon. Please and thank you. Please and thank you do not mean what you think they mean. Look at the behavior. They're saying it like, fuck you. What happened? They turned around from a 6-month clean out on their food to a 4-day clean out on a 7-day replenishment cycle. They went from $1,000 hours being a thing to having $2,000 and $3,000 hours being a thing. They're like, holy fuck, how do we do that? How are we literally moving that much food that fast? We're not throwing it in a dumpster. The dumpster's not getting full. Where our people are coming in. From the nature of, psychologically, if you're going to a fast food restaurant, it better smell nice. If you go by a nasty smelling garbage can, what's going to happen? You're going to drive off. Half the orders are just going to go in a dumpster. They might not even get paid for. Hell, if everything smells like fresh linen, the building looks nice, smells good, food is quick. Hell, you're already hungry. You're going to upgrade, update, and put more money in. And if you stop paycheck seating, which is one of the practices that they had, Lear Automotive, Roscommon, 8 guys fucked this one guy over. This one guy's doing the work of like 9 guys. He's only getting one guy's pay. When you need something, well, by that point, you have a history of fucking him over. Do you really think he's going to want to be with you? He's not going to want to work for you. The girls, do you think I want to be with you? You fucked me over for 2-3 years? When I literally look at what you said and what you've done, I define it and go, I'm going to play with you because it's fun for me a little bit, but I'm not going to touch you with a 10-foot pole. 2 years, you've literally abused me. Every time I ask, I got a boyfriend. Well, then go get your shit from your boyfriend. Don't fucking ask me for a damn thing. That's your boyfriend's job. That's your husband's job. Donna Burkett, when I was with her. Oh, I had your back. Bullshit. Her 6-foot, 10-inch tall son came after me with a butcher knife in that home. Oh, he didn't have a dad. Guess what? That was Mom's job. That was Donna Burkett's job. To make sure that Thomas Burkett didn't fucking kill people. That's not how adults behave. If I'd have done that to anyone where I lived, in any of the places I've lived, that'd have been the end of me. I either would have went to prison or I would have been killed by police. There wouldn't have been a choice. And I don't blame them. I wouldn't have blamed them. Everybody's like, well, you can do better. Well, yeah. If I'm the slave class, when I ask for things, oh, it's too hard. How the fuck can you guys stay employed? How do you have friends? Fuck, I have no clue. I had child support when I was 17. I tried to build a family for 3 years. First girl I tried to contract. I tried to have an oral agreement. Sarah Amakala from Boise. She was in Saginaw. The bitch couldn't fucking come through with it. Every excuse in the book. I don't want to be submissive. Basically, I don't want to be submissive. I want to have all the fucking good stuff, but I don't want to do any of the work to get any of it. I'll agree all day long. It's DEI. It's DEI mentality. It's liberal shit. I'll agree all day long until it doesn't benefit me, or I don't see how I get an immediate benefit. Me? I'll do it until when I need a benefit, I can't get it, or I see a knifing me in the back. We all have an elephant's memory for those that fucked us and who and how they did it. And if we volunteered for it, like the widow I was chasing for a while, Rebecca Sigelko of Gladwin, she never made a secret. And she never asked for it. She asked that I didn't do it. I volunteered anyway. I got to make the choice to do it. I knew I was going to get nothing for it. And I still did it. That's why today, I still hold her in high regard. I'm like, look, I tried to offer her the hard path. I wanted to go the hard route. Why? Because I already knew. I'm willing to accept a softer route. I really am. And I know she has many resources. She had her own home. I'll ask to spend money. She's like, well, I don't want to be in a relationship where I have to ask to spend money. I'm thinking to myself, why the fuck would you need to ask me to spend your own money? Because it's not going to work like that. It's not going to be a marriage. I don't have the kind of resources. You'd be putting out more at first than I would. The other thing is, I would all but absolutely require 3 bank accounts. 3 accounts. Now, one I already have. It'd be the same thing if I had won something like the lottery, or won a bet, or I started building a business of some kind. Well, business would require 4 or 5 accounts. It would require like 4 accounts. One would be her personal account. One would be my personal account. One would be our shared account for the shit we need, our car insurance, our plates, the house insurance, our life insurance, medical premiums, light bill, food. Yeah. Like most rich men, at least all the guys I've ever met, at least they're U.S. guys. The ones that are not U.S., some of that's a little, that works a little weird from my sensibility. I mean, I don't know if they work out of the same account, or I never really got that close. But some of where you have multiple wives and multiple wives and multiple businesses and multiple family members that are all doing the same thing, I don't honestly know. I'm not a member of the family, so I don't have the internal baseball. But the rich men that I've known that have tried to make me rich, that have tried to offer me opportunities. Well, when I asked for Dennis Schramm, when he asked me, I said no. I can't concentrate. There's no way. He tried to get a girl, and he said, well, I thought she was good enough for you. I said, well, that's great, but when I ask her for things, because I'm going to be the boss, if I ask you to bond with me in the ordinary, because if we're living together, it's not going to be all romantic Paris trips, and you're not going to be 100% Barbie made up do me shit. You're not. You're going to wake up looking like a troll. You're going to have snot and blood and urine and feces and maybe some of my bodily fluids in there. I don't know. But I assume that's going to happen. I assume I'm going to have that kind of thing going on. Do I really want to put somebody where they only want to put their best foot forward? Who thinks it's okay to torture me? Abuse me? I don't want to do that. That's why I'm single. I learned the hard way. When I lived down here in Saginaw in 2002, I gave up a woman when I was working at Saginaw Control and Engineering. Because I seen hands where I shouldn't have seen hands. And although that's disturbing in and of itself, the worst part is, why the fuck was I even looking? I literally shouldn't have seen them. But it's scarier, I shouldn't have been looking for them. I mean, I am growing. Suicidal ideation is all but gone. The anger, I'm having to work on that. Money's getting a little loose. I don't have a place to live yet. I want to get away from this because I think the contract is about to fail. I think I accidentally gave them I gave them the nudge. They were already on their way. They just didn't have the right. They couldn't articulate it well. It's frustrated me a couple of 3 times because my dispatchers aren't very good. My boss does not hold my dispatchers accountable. Now, honestly, if I were her boss, I'd have kicked her ass to the curb. Not that I don't think Joyce is a nice person. She's a nice person, but as a boss, she's a fucktard. She does not have a welcome package where she can Xerox all the fucking pieces so that the rules are pretty fucking simple. Why would you want them simple? Because the simpler they are, the more you can concentrate on, you concentrate on the basics first. You literally cannot. Superman didn't start out flying. He started out crawling, then walking and running, then flying. Pilots do the same thing. Seriously. If you have a mishap, you have to go back to the basics. Sometimes you never learn. You're not able. Unfortunately, bad things happen to us all. Now, I'm a problem solver. And I need solutions. These are ears. These are not taxi doors. The comment section is open. I don't know if YouTube was going to do anything about that. It's going to filter anything. I just thought I would come on, let you know that I am progressing. Thank you to my support system. It's becoming, our contact is becoming less and less. It's not less meaningful though. Things are changing in my life. Nothing changes if nothing changes. I only had one show this week. And it just happened.